Lastly, just in the soccer world, before we close out today, sad news. My boys, hometown country, man, Portugal took a real big loss. Liverpool took a real big loss. RIP to Diogo Jota. Him and his little brother sadly passed away last week. I believe it was last week. It might have been this week.
No, it was last week.
It was last week. And just a heartbreaking incident in Spain, where it looks like speeding was involved. It was in a very fast. It looked like I think it was a Lamborghini. And the sad thing is apparently Jota had an issue with flying, and so that's the whole reason he was like rushing to go get on a ferry to take him back to Liverpool, which I can't imagine how far of a ferry ride that is from Spain to London.
That
can't be that crazy.
Yeah.
But it's just nuts to think that because he doesn't fly, you never know. But if he was flying, it's hard to think that he would have been in that same predicament. And then just horrible, obviously, that his little brother was there with him as well, both professional players.
His brother got married a week before.
Diego Jota just got married. He has kids. He has obviously a fiance. So just heartbreaking. And the whole soccer world really has stepped up. And I wasn't as privy to just, more of the man that he was, which now a lot of that is coming out. Super talented player. Always admired his game. Always had super respect for his game. But it's come out that he just was a really, really good dude as well, which I'm sure, a lot of these people are and stuff. But, he just seemed to have a lot more connections and friends in the soccer world than I thought.
Yeah.
And deep connections, not just surface level. I'm sorry to hear that. Like real life, like I'm shook off of this. So, just condolences out to all of his friends, all of his family, all of his circle, all of his supporters, all of the people that love him.
Thank you, Diogo.
Yeah, and thank you, Diogo, for just, honestly, just being an amazing person, an amazing soccer player, football player, however you want to do it, and a guy that really is forever remembered with Wolves for bringing them back up permanently to the EPL and really changing with that Portuguese core, how people looked at that club. So, very somber news. And obviously that's the headline in soccer compared to anything else that I'm going to say. But real fast, before we end, I do want to also mention Nico Williams, who I've been talking about as a Barca target, has played Barcelona for the second summer in a row like an absolute fiddle. And, I think that at the end of the day,
quicker than that?
Some of Barcelona's financial issues, I think, also have come into play. But he clearly at some point decided to utilize the bargaining to get a better deal out of his hometown club. Personally believe it's the biggest mistake he's ever made in his career because it's locked him down for the next 10 years, and his release clause is now humongous. And this is Athletic Bilbao. This isn't Atletico Madrid. These dudes are lucky to get to Europa. So he's never going to see Champions League. You're never going to win a Ballon d'Or, all that stuff. But good luck, you know what I mean? And it's sad to see that you didn't come, and it's sad to see that Barca's finances are still playing a role somewhat in swaying people whether to come or not. We have a super young core and amazing set of squad members, and so no matter what, it was going to be an interesting ad in terms of, where does Rafinha go, who just almost won Ballon d'Or, blah, 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 blah. But lastly, I'll just mention a couple other options for you coolers out there. This is just in the rumor mill. Obviously, we have Luis Diaz from Liverpool, who, right now you're not going to be able to talk to him or anybody on Liverpool because they've taken like a week off from operations with Jota. The other one is Rashford, who's, the ex-starlet of Man United and now the outcast, and really just wants to play with him. I mean, he's all on Lamine Yamal's tip, which to me is crazy. Lamine Yamal's 17, bro. Like, what are we doing here? And then the last one, which is a name that's always floated around, but has come up more now that Williams has spurned us on for going back to his hometown club, is your boy, Rafael Leao. I would love to see Rafael Leao. I think he's a little expensive in terms of what we would be trying to do and if that's realistic. But apparently he has a huge fan in Laporta, who's like basically our director of operations. So, if they lower their tag or anything like that, That would be my favorite out of all of them. But Luis Diaz is probably he's my Colombian counterpart, so I'd have to go with that just because he can play the forward, the striker as well. But I would go Leao or Diaz. You can't lose, but they're both very expensive.